The Fairfield Art Association's 22nd annual Holiday Art Fair is coming up this Thanksgiving weekend, just the Friday after Thanksgiving. It's at the First National Bank in the basement in the community room, and everyone's welcome to come. It's free and open to the public. The show will be Friday, November 24th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, November 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Some of the things that we'll have are holiday traditions, real art, a kids' corner where kids can decorate a gift bag and take home. We'll be featuring wearable art, art of Fairfield, home decor, and our sweet shop and tea room has lots of goodies. And our door prize that you'll want to sign up for sure is the Bonnifield Cabin gingerbread house created by local artist Ann Weigle. As I said, we're going to take a little tour and have a preview of everything that's at the Holiday Art Fair and see some of the artists. Some are very well known from the Midwest, and we even have some jewelry that's come all the way from Louisiana. So we're excited, and I'll start you on our tour. We have here serigraphs by Gene Brown. Gene was an artist that we had an exhibit for a year ago, and he had his work here last year after that, and he's brought it back, and he is from Des Moines. Serigraph is silkscreen printing, and he has some beautiful, colorful works, and he is from Urbandale and is very well known throughout Iowa. Right next to Gene Brown is the work of Terrance Kennedy. Terrance is a Fairfield artist. He's well known for several media. One is watercolor. Some of his water reflections and colorful water images are really great. And it looks like he's doing some prints also. And he also has gotten into photography, and these are some that he actually hand colors. So you'll need to take a look at these and see what he's done. And just a little bit further, we have Betty Sheesgreen. Betty is fairly new to our area, to Fairfield, and she has some wonderful works here. It looks like in oil or acrylic. All of the works are for sale, and 20% of the sales goes to the Fairfield Art Association, with the remainder going to the artists. So when you make a purchase at the Holiday Art Fair, you're supporting local artists, Midwest artists, and also the Fairfield Art Association for our projects. Over here we have Florence Jacobson, and she is from Fairfield, and she has some small paintings and an assortment of beaded jewelry. These great little snowmen that you're seeing here are made out of posts, telephone pole posts, and these are snowmen, and these are created by Deb Carlson. On our tree, and in front of it here, we have Billy Whittle. Billy Whittle, also Bill Greenlee, is an artist, a wood carver from Ottumwa, and he's been here for numerous years and is a favorite. He has things such as 3 snowmen. He has pins, ornaments, some gnomes that are new this year. It looks like this is a new snowman for the year. And this is something that the Fairfield the lighting committee has commissioned him to do a Santa, which will be seen here pretty soon. The chamber has a display here, and it features the Africans of Jefferson County scenes, some sweatshirts with the holiday lighting display on it. You can purchase some mugs with the Fairfield scene. Those would be great to add some coffee or something for a special gift. And then also, we're encouraging people to take part in the Heritage Courtyard by purchasing a brick. And this is a scene, a watercolor of what it will look like, And you can purchase bricks this weekend and also at the Chamber of Commerce. In the past, we've had note cards created by the lighting committee for fundraisers for the lights, and this is one that was of the angel note cards, and we still have a few left, and they're really pretty. But this year, the special item is the Santa, which is designed to look like the one that John Schirmer has created and will be ready in the Fairfield Square this holiday season. So this is exciting. This is an original design which was cast in resin, and then it's all hand painted and signed, and it's dated on the back, the year 2000. And these are, the funds from this will go towards the life-size St. Nicholas statue in the park. And I have to say that we have sold quite a few of these, and these could be the only ones that are left. So you might want to pick those up early. Coming around the corner here, we have some work by Betsy Huffsmith of Fairfield, and I do have a few more things of hers to put out. We're taping this show right before one of our openings, and it's not quite put together, but she has a few more things. She has wonderful landscapes. And then a big favorite at the Holiday Art Fair is a soft sculpture of Judy Herzog. Judy is a Fairfield seamstress. She's a quilter. She does wonderful, wonderful, detailed, fine craftsmanship. Colleen Creates is a new displayer this year, and these are all handmade herbal body care products. They're made in Fairfield by Colleen Bell. Sherry Harwood has brought some of her saw blades, some pails, a painting, and she also has prints available of some of her work. Sherry is a Fairfield artist also. And a favorite of mine is Richard Dutton. Richard is from Ottumwa. A lot of people know Richard, and he is very well known in Iowa and the Midwest for his watercolors and oil painting, basically his paintings. And he's brought these over. He has several pieces. Some are very large, and so they're placed in other places of the show. And right beside Richard is his daughter, and this is Catherine Dutton Gillette, who does wonderful ceramic kind of free sculpture pieces. And there's just a small selection of these, but these are very reasonably priced, and I hope no one beats me to them. Over here, another new artist, Leilani Cummings, and she has woven rugs and a few knitted caps, and these are really nice. It's always nice to have some hand-woven things. Jerry Head is one of 3 artists that kind of came together from Ottumwa, and he has several watercolors and 1 saw blade. Around the corner, we have another artist from Ottumwa, and that is Pam Ruckman, who also is working in watercolor. And the 3rd person in this group is Linda Bullock from Ottumwa. And I know these 3 artists are participating in Iowa Artists, and so they're going to have their regional show there. And Fairfield will be sponsoring our district's regional artist show in the spring, so you'll hear more about that. In the corner, we have Bob and Trudy Wright of Fairfield. This is an older gentleman. Surprising things he's doing with wood. He has these night lights, which these pieces slide up and out, and you can actually pick and choose and match different ones in there. And these are night lights Some of the designs are original, created by his wife Trudy and made by him. He also has an assortment of baskets and some reindeer. A nice large display here is by Barbara Miller from Ottumwa. Barbara's been here numerous years, but every year she seems to come up with something different. And this year she has quite a few larger painted barn board things. And hers are usually really priced well too. So these do sell quickly. Jessica Magnuson is a well-known Fairfield calligrapher. She has a great assortment of cards with wonderful sayings for just about every occasion that you can think of. She has a few matted pieces and frame pieces. Above it on the wall we see an angel, and it's a cast hydra stone, and this is by Dale DeVoke. This is something that he actually sells out of a catalog, but he has pieces here that he produces locally. And Dale is also known for working on the leapfrog sculpture with Chris Bennett. We have a few, when she signed up, she said she would have miniature paintings, and some of these are really nice little Fairfield scenes, and this is by Kathleen Taché. There are several in Fairfield that are working on this type of painting. It's kind of a Impressionist, and they're a group that are getting together, and it's quite really beautiful. Next to her is Suzanne Mazer, and she has some pieces, some bottles, and decorative pieces, and her paintings, I think, take on a real Oriental type flair. And she has quite an assortment here, along with some cards here at the end. Around the corner we have Lynette Ewald. Lynette is another person that has shown, in artist that has shown at the Holiday Art Fair, and she does wonderful prints. It's got some embossed edging around it. These are etchings. So she has some holiday themes, and just new, I think, are kitties and teapots and florals. Just really delightful, very talented person. Ann Weigle from Packwood has several delightful watercolors, very fresh, and her color is great, very watercolory. And next to her, in the corner, I have a display set up myself. I always like to say that I'm an artist first and an FPAC person second. So I wanted to have a big area here and show a little bit of everything that I have. In fact, what I have on is just a kind of a capri length overall with silly little beads on it that say "Be Merry," and I do some clothing, among other things. Ornaments that are hand painted with Fairfield scenes on them, and they are dated and signed. Something I did last year was the beaded and wired jewelry or silverware for serving sets. Some come in 2 pieces and some in 3. Mosaic balls and trees are fun. And I have to tell about this picture back here. I've been working in oil pastel lately, and this is done from an assortment of photographs, a collage work from actually New Year's Eve last year. And some people can tell Nan Cameron in there right away, and her husband, and a few other people that you'll want to look at and see if you can figure out who they are. The other oil pastels I've done traveling. And I just received these back from the printer. I sent to California and had the Fairfield Square and oil pastel printed in note cards. So these are just brand new. There's 4 in a package. And also brand new is my Bar Height Chapel. And this is an oil pastel I just finished this week. And I have made some prints of this to sell reproductions for a lower price. And then just some other holiday items. Even silly little lizard pins. Let's see, sorry about that camera. Lizards in Santa suits. Silly, but it was fun. Clothing and hand-painted glassware. It's been baked on so that it is safe to dishwasher and wash and use. And then along with my husband's, I have to do something with all of his wine corks, so I've created several sets of wine cork napkin rings. And something else because of my husband is I have lots of feathers around from his hunting and have created some various ornaments with pheasant feathers, balls, and trees. And then one other thing I'll mention of my own, and we'll go on, is these little placemat things with the feathers. I saw some of these in Aspen, Colorado, and they were outrageous. They were like $150 for one placemat, and I thought, that's crazy. So I have feathers, I can do that. We have lots of woodwork here, and these are by Leroy Craft from Brighton, and he's done some wonderful birdhouses, all kinds of baskets, all sizes, and some children's furniture. If you're looking for a Barbie chair and table in wood, this is just the right place to come. And he's got a shelf. Joni McGinnis is a wonderful watercolorist. Her colors just amaze me every time I look at them. They are so bright and so clean and crisp. They're just really fun. So these are Joni McGinnis's artwork that we have. Bonnie Dinkle is another Fairfield artist that's working with this Impressionist group in Fairfield. It's coming up with some wonderful paintings. I would guess that these are probably oil. Tara Winkler is right next to her, and she has some watercolor paintings and quite an assortment of cards, greeting cards, that have been created from her work. Some are prints and some are watercolor reproductions. Doug Burback is well known, a Fairfield artist that has porcelain jewelry, and he has pins, necklaces, earrings, a variety of really nice pieces that he markets in Fairfield and around the state and the Midwest. The Fairfield Art Association has a selection of works here. We have books, we have prints, we have watercolors, note cards. This year the board members painted some rocks. We have some really nice hand-painted rocks, Mark Schaefer's prints. We have mosaic and hand-painted glassware, and a large assortment of postcards of Fairfield scenes. Some really nice things have been created with old jewelry to make new jewelry, and this is by Dorothy Rowe and Pat Krim, and they are also from Fairfield. You'll remember from a couple years ago that we had these wonderful pasta angels ornaments that were created by Pat Krim, and we have a few of those this year. Casey Bailey is a potter from Fairfield, and I think every year that she brings things, they get better and better. This plate is just fabulous. The colors And the usability of this item is just great. Coming all the way from Des Moines, we have Betty Hoff and all of her crocheted work. There are specialty items that say teacher, sister, friend, mother, all kinds of things. And I know that this is real time consuming and fine detail work, and I really appreciate it since I don't do that. She also has some nice little ornaments, angel crocheted ornaments. In the center here, we have Donna Guy. We have all of her china painting, an assortment of from ornaments to plates to teapots and vases. Donna Guy is from Brighton and very well known also for her watercolor. We're sad that she doesn't have that here this year, but her china painting is a big thing for her too. From Washington, Iowa, we have Jackie Wells, and she has brought just a few handmade paper cards and crocheted angels ornaments. And back here in the middle again, we have Rebecca Sexauer from Deep River. She has created dried flower arrangements, including butterflies and all different kinds of dried flowers. And I believe she has a few prints. And now, let's see, we'll jog around behind you. Jean Sharp from Fairfield is a new artist, and she's just brought us some Santa cards. These are great, and a few prints of some of her artwork. Beside that, we have Connie Larson Miller from Ottumwa. This is one interesting lady and has interesting things. I marvel at what she brings each year. I just think even like these ice skates are just so much fun. It would be so great sitting out on a porch or even on a table for an arrangement. So she has some real fun things. Oh, let's see. We have maybe a couple other on the other side of the table in the center. So we'll swing around here. Dennis Wilson, a Fairfield artist, a wood carver, has a lot of canes and walking sticks, mushrooms, bears, and these are really nice and useful. And around the corner, Pamela Cole, a new artist this year at the Holiday Art Fair, has some wonderful pieces, and some of these are Raku-Fired. That's a special firing process for pottery. And a couple masks that she has. Now I have to mention that we have one more artist, and I haven't unpacked it yet, but that is the work of, let's see if I can remember her name. Her last name is Reed, and she has jewelry, wonderful pins, and these are the ones that came all the way from Louisiana and just arrived in the mail today, so I'm still unpacking those to set out, and she will have a display, and that is Dick Reed's sister-in-law. Dick and Mary Reed's sister-in-law from Louisiana has sent those to us. And I'd like to remind you that you're watching the preview for the Holiday Art Fair. That's the Fairfield Art Association's 22nd annual. It's at the First National Bank in the basement on Friday, November 24th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and again on Saturday, November 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. One other thing I should tell you about, and that is the cookie cutter that the Art Association has had made. It's of the Fairfield Gazebo. It's really nice. And we have cookies for sale that are made with the cutter. And these were created by Dennis Roop from Florence, Iowa. And these are selling for $5 each. And they're lots of fun. And so you want to check these out. And stop in at the Fairfield Art Association's Holiday Art Fair this weekend at the First National Bank.